billions upon billions of dollars into. We're seeing a lot of similarities to previous bottom cycles, to previous cycles overall, and we are recovering just like 2019. There's just a lot of similarities between what we're going through right now and 2019, right? And are we ready to break above our current trend line and head higher to say 30,000 and possibly as high as $50,000 by June? Well, we're still on track. We're still on track. We're trending up little bit every day, every week. It's just a matter of time we shatter 25,000 and continue higher, right? Here's one from Willy Woo. Willy Woo keeps his like indicators. He's a chartist, and he keeps his indicators like close to the chest. I don't actually know what this is measuring, but it does sound good and it does look good. Fundamental strength indicator. So this is going all the way back, whatever that bottom line is, going all the way back to 2020. We haven't seen it since January. That's probably March of 2020 when due to the COVID crash, right? But it does look like we have hit that bottom and we have flipped above, right? And that's the thing too. And then here's interesting. A lot of people look at the volume, okay, of Bitcoin and where majority of the volume is and where they aren't. So it's interesting because right above, you might be thinking why we're not breaking above 25,000, right? Because there's a lot of bears that do not want us to go higher. Actually, if you look at the volume between like 25 and 28, that big magnet sign, right? There's actually no volume in there, which means that if we finally break out at 25,000, we will head to 28,000 basically in no time. We're going to jump that gap really fast because there's no one placing any trades there. It's the same thing. If we can get above, say, 30, first of all, if you look at the volume around the 30,000 range, very little. And you can see a real big gap above 32,000 going all the way up to about 35,000. And there's another gap from about 36,000 to 38,000, right? And plus, let's not forget all the short squeezes that will happen as Bitcoin gets driven higher. So it could come really fast. This notion of getting to 40 or 50,000 may seem like crazy, like impossible, but it could come really fast because of these reasons. There's no volume at these levels. There's no shorters. There's no bears placing their shorts at these levels. It's basically empty, which means if we get an influx of money and push things higher, we're just going to start flying. And then a lot of shorters are going to get wrecked too. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Michael Saylor likes to remind people that since he has invested in Bitcoin, it's been the winning strategy, okay? Because despite all the stuff that's been happening, Bitcoin has outperformed the S&P 500, NASDAQ, gold, bond, and silver, right? So Saylor's right. When you expand your horizon, your timeline with Bitcoin, Bitcoin is always the winning strategy. Short term, if you focus on maybe a week, 6 months, a year, there'll be times where Bitcoin's down. But you focus on multi-year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, there is no strategy that's better than buying Bitcoin. Nothing is close. Nothing is close, which is why I still call it the best hedge against inflation. Now, not a lot of naysayers will say, no, what are you talking about? It's down like, 60% from its high. Right? Yes, again, if you're looking at a narrow view, yes. But if you're looking at something long-term, something that's over the span of 5 years, 10 years, nothing has outperformed inflation better than Bitcoin. It went up millions of percent within the last 10 years. And it will continue to go up and continue to thrive as the world embraces Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still strong, very strong. You could see Bitcoin is still at 24.8, 24.7, 24.8. Yesterday it topped out 25,000 a little bit once again, and then came back down. But still, we're holding really, really good, despite the fact that, yes, macro conditions like this week or like last week, right, we had some volatility, but Bitcoin is staying strong, very strong, because the fundamentals just support it. Okay, fundamentals of Bitcoin and everything else that's going on support it. But, yesterday I talked about China and how a lot of the Chinese-based crypto companies shot up, okay? Because China is trying to improve themselves right now, trying to get them back in terms of their economy, their production, and everything, right? But now it seems like they're going to turn pro-crypto too, which I can't even imagine how much money is sitting in China right now waiting to be invested. So why are they turning pro-crypto? Well, Hong Kong has just come out with a proposal, basically. Their Securities and Futures Commission came out with a proposal for rules on trading virtual assets like crypto and allowing crypto exchanges to operate, okay? And it's not like the SEC here in the U.S. Gary Gensler basically wants to declare everything a security and shut everything down. But in Hong Kong, they are trying to do the opposite. They're trying to open things up. Their thinking is, we know people are trading crypto. We know people are holding on Bitcoin. Why not allow them to buy here rather than on foreign exchanges who are collecting all the money and basically making all the rules? Why not let our citizens participate in crypto buying and trading, right? And then we get to have more control over it. That's the thinking. So it sounds like, and obviously nothing gets done in China now. I mean, nothing gets done in Hong Kong now without China giving the nod saying, okay, go for it. Or they would have shut this down a long time ago. So what it appears like, and I've been speculating this, right? In Hong Kong and Hong Kong's still a little bit different, but in China, you have strict rules on what citizens can invest in, right? Very, very strict rules. There's billions, maybe trillions of dollars sitting in China, and these investors don't know what to do with that money because there's a strict limit on how much foreign assets you could buy, how much foreign currency you could buy, right? That's why a lot of investors are forced to buy real estate in China. Some of you guys may have seen those ghost cities that operate. You have cities with all these new buildings, right? But no one living in them. It's because these guys don't know where to put their money. Now imagine now they're able to put the money into, say, crypto projects that thrive in China or just on exchanges where they're allowed to buy Bitcoin and others. I mean, it's going to be crazy in terms of how much money. I labeled billions of dollars, but I mean, it's way more than that. It could be in trillions. The money's just locked into China right now. It can't come out. And once China allows or Hong Kong allows an avenue out, especially into crypto, I mean, you're talking about injection of billions upon billions upon billions to trillions that's going to be coming in.